Hello, hello? Spot on. Yeah, I prefer English. I know a little Spanish.
Ammo!
Usually I just go for the box. The perks will drop in a few random locations. But the map isn't very big. It's just full of spawn points. If you want to wait, you can, because otherwise the lines get really long, especially these big ones. Oopsie. I got you. Type 25. Woohoo! I don't know if this is good or not. Galil is one of my favorites. Wisconsin. Where are you from? Yeah, I'm there. She says. Yeah, it's the middle of summer. It was all rainy the past few days. I think a storm front was moving in. Somewhere in August or September. Some people call fall the start of October, but it's really hard to say because the seasons don't really line up anymore. It's been staying hot way later in the year. We used to have snow in Wisconsin in October when I was a kid, but now it's... What? Here in winter? Mucho frío. I don't know the word in Portuguese or Spanish, but winter is... I can't imagine it's a lot of fun down in the tropics. Also, I'm for bullets. Let me get it. I'm down. You got this, bro. Aw. This is a super hard map, don't worry. Sure, I'm up for that. I'm doing the math. 25? I just feel like as time goes on, it gets harder and harder to play these games. Did I get it? I got it at, I want to say 15. Yeah. It was either 15 or 16. Earliest you can get it is 15 and a half. Right now it's my license, but when you first get it, I think for the first 2 years or something like that, it's temporary, and when it's temporary, that basically means that if you get in trouble, it damages twice as much. I almost did. I got a speeding ticket for 92 and a 45. So, that one wasn't... He probably should have carted me off with the city jail and then had my parents come pick me up, but I got lucky because I had to work a shift that night. Once you turn 18. It starts out temporary and then it builds up. So it's more of a real license.
I know I should have invented an egg-moving robot.
Like just one incident, you lose your license? Or like... Is there... So like here you can go 5 over and be okay? In Brazil, is there something like that? Where you can go a little bit faster than the limit? That's weird. I mean, I imagine that's a pretty big one, especially as something more popular. Here, I think you get a fine for distracted driving, and then if you were doing something bad enough at the same time, you can get a fine for reckless endangerment. Sorry, all my kids are up and eating now. $25. You turned 16. $18. So you have your license then, or you still gotta get the paper figured out? Nice.
Double points!
Do you think driving is as hard as you expected it to be, or easier? Do you think automatic is easy? That's like 15 years? You've been driving since 15? Or what do you mean? That's a good way to do it, getting some experience before. And which is easier? I definitely was not prepared the first time I drove on my own. I didn't even know that my headlights were headlights. I thought I was all messed up. I got on the highway with the running lights on instead of my headlights, and it was super late, so it was dark, and I'm sure people were calling in about me, but I found out when I got home how stupid I was. I had a Dodge Stratus. It was a really short car, and it handled a lot like a boat. Like, if you tried to turn, you would have to swing really wide because of the way the wheels were. It's hard to explain. I loved that car. It was so much fun. Very weak car. They've been getting really expensive. There's some sort of, like, tax on smaller vehicles and vans, and it's supposed to make it so that people are encouraged to buy something bigger, but in reality it's just raising all the prices. Like a new truck here costs $60,000. That's where it is. And it's just not supportable. Like, the average income is $50,000 a year. People shouldn't be buying a truck on their yearly income. Unless well, some people do it for work, and that's how they make their yearly income. So it's horse, it's hard to say. Currently, I'm driving a Malibu, though. Chevy. They're weird. I'm coming.
Login. Heading. Password? Unknown, but that's why no one would guess it.
Wisconsin. Yeah. In all of the states, firearms are illegal. Which ones? Dogs? Guns? It's pretty common around here. They're really useful for pest control. So like coyotes, foxes. I'm not from the city, so it's a little bit easier for us to have a need for firearms, but generally speaking, they're a tool. They're not supposed to be a weapon, really. ¿Qué es la palabra? No sé mucho. Yeah. I know a little bit of Spanish. You need a translator. Not much. Yeah, the German party. Kind of. So, from my understanding, it's legal to say you're a part of any affiliation, but also people aren't going to be nice if you act in those ways. Like if you act like you're affiliated with the Nazis, or if you act like you're affiliated with
fire sale.
I mean, it's also legal to eat people by technicality. Should we be eating people? Or should we just not eat people? We just need permission to do that here. For consumption. Like, how do I say this? So, I compared being a Nazi to being a cannibal. So, you're allowed to have rallies if you directly request the space to be used, but it's not really a common thing for people to want to be Nazis, similar to how you're allowed to eat someone's flesh with their permission, but most people just aren't going to do that, you know? What do you mean? Like, to be a Nazi? Or... Oh, in that regard, I don't think it's all that common. Because in my 25 years, I've never met someone who has a tattoo of any Nazi symbols or anything like that. The only time I've ever actually heard about someone doing that was in Jackass, or whatever that TV show was, where the guy gets HH tattooed on his head. And that's meant to be like Hail Hitler. But obviously that's not a good thing to do. It was meant to be how far will you really go for a TV show. I'd say we have the liberty to an extent, but also every freedom has a cost.
Double points!
Like, just like in Brazil, you're allowed to go out and drive your car wherever you want, but then the cops will go after you. We have the same freedom, it's just a matter of holy cow, they came fast. Of how badly will you be punished for using your freedom, right? Because I wouldn't want to go to jail for crashing the car. Yeah, the cool kids club. I'd say we have more, like, Amish people. I wouldn't say we have many of the Ku Klux Klan members. How it's more popular to be a part of the KKK than the Nazis, but I don't think that it would be any better to be affiliated with them, especially as the leading message of the president of the Ku Klux Klan was always to spread his message of God, and once he had successfully done that and the Klan changed, they no longer needed him, he left. So. But then I got the Mark II. But then they realized how destructive that type of thinking was, because it's really just being a part of a group and growing stronger. That's all the original Ku Klux Klan was meant to be. It's dangerous for people to gather like that, yeah. They end up thinking groupthink, and that destroys them. I think it's pretty random.
Double points!
Like, one was on round 7, I believe. And then, I think another one. Same here. Double tap would be pretty cool too. But yeah, if you definitely, if you think about it in full circle, the original Nazi Party was supposed to be the American party in the German system. So, how horrible are we that they based their slaughterful mindset on us? But also, are we that horrible? All we did was push out a bunch of Native Americans, the same thing that the Europeans did with each other thousands of years. Also, that's the sins of our father. Are we really gonna worry about the sins of our father, or are we just gonna keep pushing forward to do better?
Insta-kill!
It switched my gun. Double tap, yay! What is that? Is it food? I'm sorry. It was harsh. It was meant to be a little bit funnier than that. Oh shoot. I messed it up, guys. I got you. I'll go get the... Why'd they all stop? Oh. That was weird looking. But good game, guys. Kind of threw it at me, so. I think the boys are all finished eating. I have no idea how to play Die Rise. I was trying to get into Buried because it's a little easier. But I gotta go with the kids. I'm sorry, man. Send you a friend request, though. I gotta go. The kids are all up.